Okay then, so, just because this area was a bit crazy, and just in case anybody else gets the exact same outpost, when I first got here, all of these robots were patrolling the area. They warn you not to go over, and if you go over they become hostile. However, pretty easy to deal with them actually. If you come at it from this direction, jump over the banister and head straight inside. Right, they were trying to shoot you, you can take cover. It's all good. Just stay in here, they shouldn't come up. And then all you need to do is come over to this computer. And then you'll be able to disable the robot workforce, okay? That's going to allow you to lose some stuff. This guy has a poncho. I'm not saying it's a Cal Kestis Easter egg, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be happy with that. May even do a little mini thing on how to get a poncho, because that's kind of cool. Either way, with that done, you can obviously go ahead and loot this area.
Captain.
Should basically just mean, excuse me buddy, that in case anybody does come over here and starts getting nailed, like how do you deal with all the robots, you have an idea. And this is what I was saying before about if combat seems a little bit crazy, often there is going to be a solution. Anyways, we're going to head back over to the ship and we're actually going to deal with the main mission now. Done 2 little points of interest. We could do the cave, but I'm okay with that for now. I'm going to head back to the frontier. I'm going to drop some stuff off, and then we're going to head on inside. Okay, and so it's time for us to head down and deal with this captain guy. Are you fresh new things I can scan? Yes, you are. Very nice. Now, I'm sure many people will be tempted to try and complete the survey. But you can see there, right? Biome complete for flora. Each planet has more than one biome. This is going to be one, isn't it? I'm scanning. I can beam you. That's going to save me some ammunition. It's useful. So just bear that in mind that you may not actually be able to complete the survey in a single biome, but it does tell you when you have completed the biome that you're in. So if you want to go out there, get the last creature, which is probably that Crete thing I just scanned, you can do that. Luckily, the Terramorph doesn't seem to count, so I don't have to scan that. kind of relieved actually. And of course the resources, everything else. So obviously you guys want to spend some more time exploring, you absolutely can do. In addition, first skilled point then. I really want to put it in stealth. But once this is done, I don't have to worry about it. Like, I don't really care about improving it at all. As long as we've got it activated, it's done. I don't have to worry about it. Like, we don't have enough locks picked yet. No, I thought I picked 2 locks in the last episode. I guess not. Research is going to be paying off as we continue moving forward. Although, realistically, 10% isn't really doing much, is it? If you need, like, 3 items for a research, that's not doing anything. We are going to have a persuasion chance, and I'm going to experiment here because I didn't manage to do it. I initially came through. And to that end, as I said at the end of the last episode, we do, in fact, have a bottle of wine. So when you reach that point, where is it? Not lager, Chardonnay, yeah. So when we reach that point, that's going to give us a total of 19% increased persuasion chance. I don't know what the base is, but it seems like once you hit like about 30 to 40%, then you've generally got a pretty good chance. I'm just going to eat that. Anything else, like, I just didn't care about, we're going to get rid of. Now bear in mind, this has the... is that on me? Ship parts. I clearly need to drop those off. That's too much weight to be carrying. One moment. Okay, that issue sorted out. I now actually have some space. That would have been an issue going through that mission with absolutely no space to carry anything. That would have been terrible. So anyway, we have the wine, which means we're going to attempt to persuade some dude. I'm wondering if I could start certain quests early. That would be rather awesome, actually. Now, I'm in a bad position because I've used a lot of healing because I've been a bit reckless. We've got okay ammo. You can just, like, there's a lot of enemies in here, and I haven't got sneak, so that is not an option for me at the moment. I'll give me some light on the situation, see if we've got any loot in here. I can't remember where all the loot is. It's been a while since we were this early. Medpack, need that. Thank you. Literally hurting for those. And inside the Crete Research Lab we go. Now this is a pretty short mission in terms of like when you compare this to some of the ones later on. I'm actually quite impressed at the scope of some of these missions. I've just realized I haven't checked volume. Although nobody's been complaining. So hopefully volume is good.
Curious.
So yes, now we are completely missing any inclination as to whether or not stealth is working because we don't have the stealth skill.
To reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
So we are obviously going to be targeting that. We actually want to get into level 2 realistically. We got some credits in there, buy suppressed in there. We want some of that good stuff. Don't be fooled. You're going to see when we get to a city, like when you see the value on some of this stuff divided by like at least 10. Oh, hello. Really scanning. These are just like pests. They're effectively space cockroaches. They don't give XP them. Excuse me, barrel. They do drop tissue. I don't think that's useful. Why I picked it up. As you can see, it's just used to have the scanner. It does highlight things in the environment. Actually, like things like that sound important. Molecular extractor. Nope. Useful. Don't miss anything. Nothing. Digi-pick. Shaped. Check all this. I really need some ammunition. Take that. Aha! Thank you. Give me all that. It's that kind of oblong looking thing. That was the... Was it cred stick? That's what credits look like. Or like pennies. That's effectively equivalent to 1 gold coin in Skyrim. Like, that's kind of what it is. So 100 credits is like 1 gold coin. So get used to some big numbers. Scientist, what do you got for me? Some fiber. Take that. There's a craftable material. So, like the kleptomaniac in this game, I don't say you're going to be punished, but you're going to be making a lot of trips, and they're long trips, right? It takes a while to, generally speaking, like fast travel between stuff. We're going to be getting close to some bandit-style enemies soon. We need to be careful. You know that. Thank you. Now, we do have Vasco, and companions in this game are generally pretty tough. They're good at, like... Instigating solstice. I think that's a weapon. And they're good at tanking, but they don't do much damage, is the thing to note about companions. Yeah, here we go. Get a bit of headshot on you. Suppress one, do extra damage. More shot than really. So what I mean by enemies can close pretty well. Silence pistol doing wonders. Silence weapons do better damage from sneak. Rounds, some more rounds, a Kraken, Maelstrom. Using the same weapon, same rounds. I'm not too bothered about that. Already got a Maelstrom. I'm not too bothered about 1200 weapons. Like if something gets to like 5k, then yeah, okay, we can start carrying it. But otherwise, it's too many trips back. Straight credits is generally speaking better. And you need to keep an eye out for magazines as well. I don't think there's any here. I don't remember there being any in this initial base. Keep an eye out on like books and stuff. There are some spread around the galaxy that are going to improve your stats. Real mild. Like there's gonna be one on a quest line. There's like 2% in better prices. It's like okay. Sadists watching people dying to a terrormorph. Around. Let's see what this does. I really like the different. Yeah, this is just research notes. You guys can read through that. I really like the different settings in this game. Sometimes it's like mega dirty, like Fallout. Sometimes it's like mega clean. There's like a western area. I feel like this game has, for all intents and purposes, knocked it out of the park. It's a bit of everything. It's like an everything game. I've got some stuff in here. Also very useful, in case you can't see. It will show you which way the main objective is as well. Oh, look at that. We have a digipick right next to the safe. Why not? I feel like we should do this. I'll skip forward because I've already shown how to do this previous video. Bit of ammunition. Don't have a shotgun yet, but bit of ammunition. Not bad. Food. Now I don't know why this is, right, but so we kill a bunch of bandits. They don't alert the whole place. If you go somewhere like more civilized, if you attack like one person, everywhere is aggroed. Like so much different. We've got some lockers. Let's check the lockers. These are usually the best place to find digipicks, in my experience. So a good idea to just open them all. Even the top ones. Don't be fooled. Excuse me, buddy. Go and check this out. Don't need that. Thank you. Another crafting piece. Do we want it right now? Yeah, so let's just rush this. Don't. Really trying to make sure we get to a good starting point, right? We want to make sure we've got all the weaponry. Got the Grendel there. So here's where you want to like. Here's where decisions have to get made in terms of like ammunition economy, right? So Grendel is going to be 3 damage a shot, fires fast, right? Whereas this is 10 damage a shot. So I'm going to be using this for now. It seems to be that way across the board. So, like, if you want to go pistols, for whatever reason, pistols have been decided to be more powerful per round than automatic weapons. I'll take a quick save. This is a good thing to do often. It's easy to die in this game. So, to avoid too much loss of progress, I do recommend going in there and make sure you do that. Throwables here. So to use grenades, because I think that's the first ones we've had, you want to come into your inventory here. This is actually its own equipment slot, okay? Choose mines, and choose grenades. I like to sell mines, so I'm going to equip the grenades. We've got 2 there, that's pretty nice. Just a little stock for us to have. Vacuum tape, that is not. I guess.
The heck?
That's kind of the intention there. Be more aggroed.
I don't have time for these games.
Farming. Alright, let's play with the... What? Did I not level the jump pack? What I did? No, we got get stealth. I thought I leveled the jump pack. I did. I don't have one on then. Mining pack. Yeah, it doesn't have a boost on it. Okay, we need a new map. We need a new backpack.
Aiming for your center of mass.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Can I have one of your backpacks, please? I was about to double jump up that area, and I don't have a backpack yet. These already been looted. I mean, we got some. Ah, there we go. That's some of that. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There is no enemy.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have your pack,
Resume
please?
systematic wandering.
Did you pick definitely want that? Excuse my bad aim. There you are. You know, it's like, there was two. Where did you go? They're very good at trying to, Right, ready, pack. Yes! That'll work. Now we have basic boost. Excellent, get that out. My favourite so far, there's one, so like when we jump, you can see it takes the boost down. There are some that'll take all of it in one go, have like a big boost. I prefer it as like a double jump rather than a massive jump. Is my preference mostly so far. Just give me that bad boy. Credits, see if we need those. Got some nice basic bits and bobs for us. Weapon case, what you got? Ah, the Equinox. Nice weapon, actually. This kind of works as a... I feel like battle rifle is a good word for how you might use this. Kind of like a little bit longer range, single shot. A little bit like the hunting rifle, I guess. Kind of more energy based, I guess, in terms of like how the damage is applied. So if you picked energy weapons as your like starting, or lasers as your starting damage type, that's going to be the thing that gets bonused. It's not too long before you at least get one. But as you can see, we've had like vastly more ballistics so far. It's like that's the majority of the weapons we're going to see. It's not like the end of the world difference, but I just feel like it was a good idea to show people. We've got lots of craftable materials. This is how you can fill your inventory up real quickly. Some of it is rarer than others there as well. Hello. Sure, reload it. Some rounds for me, thank you. Did you seriously not hear me? Is my silencer that good you can't hear the enemies dying? It's obviously a bit dark, right? But I don't really want to turn my light on. Where are you? One upstairs. But there's another one down here.
What was that?
There's multiple.
Here you are.
Got the attack damage on you, that's good. It's a shame, right? Getting all these sneak attacks. That would be leveling the sneak skill so we get the second point in it. I would definitely need to. I suppose I didn't actually say where I like to place my. Items in the quick selection. I feel like everybody will come up with their own version of that, surely. What are we on? 19 minutes? Oh, we're getting a bit long now. Oh, hello. Mr. Pirate, come here.
Violence significantly decreases life expectancy.
Where'd you go? How far did you run?
Enemy annihilated.
You're dead.
Did I terrify you that badly? Hmm?
Located the enemy.
Ha. Yeah, why are you down there? Yeah. Gets himself around. I'm gonna loot this room, pick up in a second. Okay, so we're gonna pick up on the upper area. I guess you might call this like a veranda or catwalk, whatever you want to call it. It's not a catwalk, it's a stick out, is it? So we're up at the top. This guy had some more digipicks. I picked up quite a few actually, which is real nice. This saves the game. Let's have a look at the computer. Can't remember exactly what was on here. We've got the terraform again. I guess that's the one that we saw running around killing everything. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to pick this. Some extra 0.27. That's a bit of a smaller round. That's cool. And then we are close. Is it N? Oh, which is good because we're on 20 minutes.
Detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside.
Excuse me.
Some digipicks and a disregard for personal property rights.
Yeah, we're going to get in there as well. Let's go ahead and pick that. And this has got more ammunition. Excellent. We have Godless Universe, Suppressed Rattler. Uses the 2-7 ammo. Been picking up. That's nice. I don't care about that. Like half a mass for 100 value is nothing. Like you're gonna get like 2. It's not worth taking up inventory space for. I wouldn't say. Now it is sometimes worth reading them because you can get quests and information from them. You got this thing.
We're all dead.
Oh, look at those digipicks. Yeah, bam.
The comms relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed.
Let's just take a look. I'll jettison some of this later. It's fine. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is going to take us outside. So I'm going to take a hard save here, just in case I need it. Now, before we interact with the boss, we want to drink our wine, so that we have the boost to persuasion, so we can persuade him to our bidding. I feel like that's fun. Let's go to the main loot box for the here. Yeah, so we are near the end. Headpack, amp, and loading bundle. Cool. Some credits, more digipack. Looks like the loading goes up with digipacks, nice and which is nice of them. Yes, we're outside yet, so it definitely is here. So, aid, Chardonnay. So if you haven't done this, you can obviously just save and reload more if this doesn't work for you. But I do want to show this working. Okay, so we've had a nice little drink. He's going to talk to us.
Me. The Frontier has a new captain. You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands?
Ha! I could do that.
Oh no, you see, we weren't really after Barrett. Every Crimson Fleet rook hears about the Frontier. That Constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays. The loot from 100 planets.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship.
So, we're going to give it again. This should probably work.
You're not talking us out of this score.
So, basically the way this works is we've got 3 attempts to reach. You can see down there underneath persuasion 4 bars. Sometimes that can be more bars, sometimes it can be less. And sometimes we can roll a critical success, which means it doesn't take up a turn. So we're going to press this right now. Takes a turn off, only adds 1.
You sure?
Right. Obviously green is easier. 3 is harder, 5 is the hardest, but it gives you the most. We are going to have to get at least 1 3 here. There we go, bam.
Give up the ship?
And that's like because we had a compound of the persuasion skill and the alcohol. Just the skill alone, and I tried this, is not very reliable. But for some reason, once you get like above 20 to 30%, it becomes way, way easy.
Robot in your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
So persuading him out of it. Cool. Best good thing about this is they're stood there and I can lob a grenade in. Like, he usually calls friends in as well. Catch. Like, I don't feel like I got enough rewards out of that to leave you alive. Oh, come on, take some damage.
Shit! I'm in over my head!
There's so much health. Not even funny. And there's how you can be that a little bit easy. He's got a modified maelstrom, so that's going to be better than the one we have. We'll check that out in a second. Now he's gonna... Did he call in reinforcements? He did. I wonder if we could get over there fast enough to grab that ship. Last time, it flew off on me. I tried. Yeah. It's gone. If you can get inside there and defeat the crew, I bet you can steal that. Right, I'm going to defeat these last couple of guys. Like, combat's combat, right? So you guys shouldn't need to see me, like, kind of rushing over here like a madman, because we've got a boost pack now. Just taking these out. Again, so, happily had a look around, got the loot that I wanted, and then now we can just go straight back to the ship. Don't go the long way, just bam. Fast travel back, and we are good. I am probably going to finish this episode here. Next episode, we're going to reach Atlantic City, because we're going to learn to grav jump, which is real easy. Yes.
Land in the city of New Atlantis.
So I'm going to put all of my sellable stuff, I don't mean to exit ship, into my cargo hold, because I want to show that we can sell straight from the ship when we get there. So I'll see you all in the next episode as we continue forward.